So this is how we're able to travel on a work, bless you. So this is how we're actually able to travel even on a Jamie work day.
Kind of awesome, to be honest.
You what?
This is really awesome.
So she uses her phone to put a hotspot so her computer has internet. I'm just driving away on a work day. Who gets to go RVing on a work day?
Kind of a big deal.
And so I just had to be real quiet a minute ago. She was actually on a call, and I had to be real quiet. And every time the road would change and you could hear the road noise, she would put her phone or her volume on mute so people who were on the Zoom could not hear. And she doesn't mind doing that if she's not the main presenter, right? If she has to be on the call, she doesn't mind. My only question is, does it show your head bouncing around?
A little bit, yeah.
She has to like lock her neck in place, or else her head is like boom, boom.
But some people on internal calls are on like you have a desk treadmill anyway, so like people are used to people.
No, they're not on a desk treadmill.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Anyway, we're on a road trip on a work day. This has never happened.
Pretty awesome. But in the near future, how we said, more many.
Well, guys, we are on a little road trip, but it's a working trip. So Jamie has to stop and work. And we made our destination to pull over at the Livestock Exchange. And I want to show you one of the saddest things. I'm going to go ahead and give you notice right now. If you don't want to see sad stuff, then stop watching. But the reason I want to show you this little video, well, number one, we had to have a parking lot to park in. And I found this place here, so we looped ourselves around. And I'm going to show you something really sad. And I'm going to remind you of why we take such pride and such care in our Longhorns, so that our babies never end up in places like this. So we're at the Livestock Exchange, and it just so happens to be sale day. So you guys come on, let me show you around a little bit. So that's also very sad, because not only do they exchange goats, cows, sheep, but they also sell horses here. And so I don't know if this guy bought those or if he's going to sell those. But you guys come with me, and if you've never been to a sale barn, I'm going to tell you real fast. I've been to plenty. When we were growing up, the place that my dad would take us was the sale barn. To my dad, it was a cheap experience. We never bought much. Maybe he would sell a goat, buy a goat. But the sale barn was a place where we could get a really cheap Frito pie. They'd get you a bag of Fritos, cut the top of it, put some chili and cheese on top, and you had yourself a Frito pie. Oh, it was good. And that was my best experience from the sale barn. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to walk inside, and I'll show you how it works. But it's sad, friends. It's sad. And so if you don't want to watch this type of operation, then turn the video off now. You don't have to watch it, but I want to show you how this kind of process works. Everything from the drop-off to the animals being sorted, and then how they finally sell them. Well, I changed my mind about that, because there ain't no way I want to show you guys how sad some of that is. Now, I understand it happens, okay? Most of us have been to sale barns. We've seen the way it works. We know the process. So let me just tell you right quick. It's real simple. You drive your animals in on one side, you drop them off. When you drop off your animals, there's a fellow there who puts a tag, a little sticky tag on their tail or on their back end. And that tag is a number. You sign your name, and that is your number. So that animal belongs to whatever the number on that cow or that horse or that pig or that goat, whatever. So they will take those animals and run them through. Sometimes they'll weigh them. Sometimes they'll give them a test if there's like something they had to test for. They'll do all of those things. They will they'll charge you. So whatever your animal sells for in the auction, they're going to deduct that much out of it for all the testing. Anywho's, at some point, the day of the sale, they run your animal through the chute. They'll do all the cows together, well, one at a time, but during the cow section. They'll do all the goats during the goat section. And then folks will sit there up in the arena, and those who want to buy will simply raise their hand when the auctioneer gets to a certain price that you think it's worth. It begins a bidding war sometimes. Once you become the highest bidder, the auctioneer will point you out. He'll ask you for your name, Morrow or Walker, whatever your last name. Look, Jamie's ready. She wouldn't go in there neither. She would not go in there. She goes, I ain't going in there. Let me tell you the process real fast, how it works. And then, so ultimately, if you're able to buy an animal, or if you choose to sell an animal, that's a lot of way that people can do it. A lot of ways they do that. To us, it's heartbreaking. And the reason I'm not showing you a video of inside is because I feel like it's not going to leave you feeling happy. It's not going to give you a feel-good moment. Instead, what I noticed, what I saw was animals who look scared. I will say animals who look scared. Animals who have already been corralled, rounded up, run through their own loading system. Horses who'd been trailered, goats, sheep, pigs, whatever. They got fellas who work here who ride horses, a lot of them. Many of them have little shock prods to keep themselves safe and keep the animals moving. They're all pastured or pinned off in different sections.
But that's their business. That's like...
Hey, guys, it's a business that's been around a lot longer than you and me. It's the business of, well, it's called the Livestock Exchange. And every city and every town across this country and across this world have them. And that's the way that animals have been sold. The modern world that we live in, with all of the PETA and all of the different groups, the animal rights and whatnot, I understand. But I don't know if there's a better way to do it, Jamie. Anyway, I'm not going to take you inside there. I thought about it, and then once I walked around, and I just thought, you know what? There's no way I'm going to be able to show you this. But I do want to say this to you. The reason why I try as hard as I do, the reason that Jamie works as hard as she does to keep our animals healthy and fat and purebred and all of those things, is so that they never end up in places like this, okay? So just keep that in mind, and remember that this is a part of the process for a lot of those animals that find themselves without a home, and but it's sad. Anything else you want to add before I end this video? So we're on a road trip. Jamie surprised me today, and we're going to go by and look at a couple of mobile homes and just get out of the house. We're going to go by Atwood's and get some feed. We're going to go by Sam's Club and buy some water bottles and some of our favorite things that we need. Foods and snacks.
And we just took the RV because I've had such a great time in it, and Lester has not had the experience. And I knew I needed to work today, and that there would be moments that I just needed the space. And
that's what happened. She goes, hey, we got to pull over in the next 15 minutes. So I'm like, I want to make a video. I'll just pull over at the auction barn. Well, that didn't work out. I mean, it worked out great.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.